Hey everyone, welcome back to another season of the Coaches Car Chronicles. My name is Charles Infurna and I'm the throwing coach at Nazareth College, where we're a small private D3 institution located in Rochester, New York. I'm also the owner of Forts Athletics, where we're a USATF sanctioned track and field club, where we focus on mentoring and developing high school throwers with the shot put, discus, hammer, weight throw. Sometimes we'll have an occasional javelin thrower as well. And this commemorates, I guess, our second season of the Coaches Car Chronicles. We're going to be starting our 2017-18 season here at Nazareth College pretty soon. And last year, I don't think I completed any Coaches Car Chronicle episodes at all. And I'll get into that a little bit later as our season continues, as we get started with this 17-18 season. But I guess for this first episode, I want to talk a little bit about wrapping up the 15-16 season. And last night, Lewis and I attended the Niagara Region Hall of Fame and Awards ceremony. And for Lewis's accomplishments at the end of the 2016 season, he was awarded the James Ulrich Award for Best Field Event Performer of a non-Division I athlete in the Niagara region. So Lewis won that award based on his accomplishments for the 2016 season. I don't know if I've talked about it in any other Coaches Car Chronicles before, but Lewis ended up winning the 2016 D3 Indoor Weight Throw National Championship with a personal best throw of 20.45 meters. That throw at the NCAA Championships ranks him 6th all-time among D3 throwers. He broke the Empire 8 and the state conference meet records, as well as conference records overall, with that 20.45 throw. And Lewis also finished third in the hammer at the Outdoor National Championships in 2016, throwing a personal best at that meet as well of 59.29 meters. So overall, his 2015-16 season was fantastic, as well as the other athletes that we had on our team as well. It was the first female competitor thrower that qualified for finals. Taylor Smith qualified for the discus at the Empire 8 Outdoor Championships. So it was our first Nazareth female thrower that's ever qualified for finals at a conference championship. Tyler finished in the top 8 at the ECAC Indoor Championships with the weight throw, with a throw of over 16 meters. And Brandon broke our school records in the indoor and outdoor shot put, just over 50 feet, and also with the discus with a throw just over 43 meters. So we had a fantastic 2015-16 season. I'll talk a little bit more about how our 16-17 season wrapped up throughout the course of this year, but I really want to focus more on coaching, not so much coaching X's and O's of throwing, teaching people how to throw. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there about that already. There's a lot of great VHS and DVD tapes that have been released. There's a lot of other coaches that are putting out content like that. But this year I really want to focus more on developing the athlete, the whole student athlete, especially at the Division III level. A majority of our athletes are not going to continue on to become professional throwers. Every once in a while, you might get an athlete like Lewis who does continue on, where, last year is his first season as a post-collegiate thrower. He broke the Puerto Rican national record in the weight throw, 22.01 meters. He threw that at the USA Indoor National Championships. So Lewis has a string of setting personal best or throwing personal best throws at major championships. He set a personal best at the 2015 Indoor Nationals with the weight throw, 2015 Outdoor Nationals in the hammer, and then again his senior year with the weight and the hammer as well. So 5 major competitions in his career, he's been able to set a personal best mark at those meets. So that's a lot more of what I want to talk about with this upcoming season, is the more of the mental side of the throwing. It's interesting. Last night when we attended the Niagara Hall of Fame dinner, we were seated at a table, pretty much all throwers, and the knowledge learned and gained just from listening to more veteran, more old school throwers throwing coaches was amazing. One specific coach, he spent a lot of time talking about the mental side. He kept pointing to his forehead like this, and he said that multiple times, that regardless of how skilled an athlete is at that level, at the if you're going to qualify for senior nationals, or you're going to qualify for the Olympic trials, the skill set's is going to be pretty much the same, right? Everyone has the same abilities to qualify for the meet. So give or take a meter or two in the hammer, or give or take a meter or two in the discus, or 50 centimeters in the shot put. Everyone's pretty comparable bench presses, squats, power clean, snatch, jerks, all this other stuff. But he kept referring to this, that you need to have the mental side as well, and that's really what I want to focus on with this season. I got a couple cool projects that I'm working on with other coaches and other researchers. We're going to be spending a lot of time working on optimal performance. What else can we do for our athletes? Now, I coach at the Division III level, so what else can we do for our athletes besides just practice 2-3 times a week? What else are we doing to prepare them for life when they graduate from college? A lot of my athletes, Lewis was a business major, Brandon was a social studies history major. He's in the Army now. Jess was a physical therapy major, so she's a doctor of physical therapy out in Seattle. What else are we providing our athletes, especially at that level, to help them build resume writing skills, or interview skills, or just how to handle situations that they might encounter. And one of the big pieces that I'm going to be focusing on this year is resiliency. Right? So how do our athletes adapt to changes that they might not normally have to adapt to, right? So one of the examples that I just recently wrote about in a blog post was about throwing outdoors, and then all of a sudden it starts raining. How do we adapt to that? Everyone's throwing in the rain, right? The conditions are miserable. Some people are still able to have personal best throws and compete like there aren't any issues, and then other athletes tend to crumble. Now, why is that? And that's something that we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about this season. Now, if you have any comments or questions about anything, or if you have any suggestions for other types of episodes that you'd like to learn more about, you can leave them in the comments here on the YouTube channel. I appreciate any comments or suggestions people have. This year, like I said, I really want to focus more on optimal performance, not so much the physical side, but the mental side. What is it that we can take our athletes to that next level to prepare them for more high strenuous situations, competing in a track meet, throwing the weight throw in December. Those are all great things. I love coaching. I think it's fantastic, especially track and field, right? I think you get out of track what you put into it. But throwing in December, how is that going to prepare our athletes to interview for jobs and things of that nature? So what else are we doing for our kids to help them for life and prepare them for life? Well, that's it for this episode of the Coaches Car Chronicles. My name is Charles Infurna. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you very much, and have a great day.